Welcome back, guys.
Welcome to the show.
And it's going to be NBA talk. Pretty much all this episode is going to be NBA talk and NBA free agency to be exact. And LeBron James, he made his decision. He's going to the Los Angeles Lakers. I kind of thought he was going to. I thought that or Houston, maybe Boston had a little bit of a chance, but I didn't think that was going to happen in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But he decided to go to Los Angeles. He wants to build it up. And I think he really trusts Magic Johnson in this situation.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the big reasons why he went is because of Magic Johnson. He has so much trust in him, and I think Magic Johnson's going to bring some really good players.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe this season, definitely next season. Probably going to be Kawhi Leonard, and who knows who else. I think this is going to be kind of an off year for LeBron James. He's going to, unless they get Kawhi Leonard, and who knows. But I don't think Spurs are going to give Kawhi up this year, and he's going to probably come next year in free agency. But I think this is going to be fill everything out for LeBron James, see who he wants to still play with, see if he still wants to be have Luke Walton as a coach.
Right.
And I think this is going to be fill out for like Lonzo Ball, Kuzma, Brandon Ingram. Let's see how those players can step up with LeBron James because he does make players better. They actually know the score and not goofuses. And I think this is going to be kind of an off year LeBron James, but I think he's going to bounce back next season.
I mean, yeah. That was first of all, that was my first initial thought is where he would go, because I knew he wasn't going to stay in Cleveland. That whole JR situation and just how the playoffs, the finals played out, I just knew it was over for him in Cleveland. So that was my first initial thought was LA. So it happened, and man, that's crazy. How big their legacy is, like he's just adding to it. It's crazy, and yeah, I kind of agree with Adam. I think this year will kind of be his off year. I think he's still going to ball out because it's just LeBron James. But I see him making the playoffs, but I don't see him going past the playoffs. So yeah, I think this is just going to be his filling out year. See who he gels with, and see who wants to actually play ball with him. And there's a lot of pieces that came with him. Lance Stevenson and all them. McGee's game to the team. Caldwell Pope, that's good because that adds defense. So that's kind of honestly that's what kind of LeBron's been begging for and asking for, some defense.
Yeah,
that's what the man needs. So they're gonna. I think they're gonna add a good defensive element, bringing all these guys here. Rondo, I think he's gonna add a great passing and just a guy that wants to manage the floor better. Because Ball necessarily ain't that, so he needs help having other players run the court with him, and Rondo's perfect for that. So, yeah, man, I kind of agree with him. I think it's going to be just his filling out process type season. I think he's still going to play pretty well because like I said, he's just LeBron James. He knows how to play ball, so it's definitely going to be interesting, though.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, but we want to get into a couple other players. Kawhi Leonard, speaking of the Lakers, he definitely wants out of San Antonio, and I think there's definitely a solid chance of him not playing for San Antonio this upcoming season. But, maybe the Spurs are going to be stubborn and not trade him, which I think that would be a mistake because you either trade him and get something for him or lose him and get nothing for him. Yeah. So I think it could be a wise move to trade him, but San Antonio might have something up their sleeve and think they can maybe talk him into staying. But all reports saying that that's not going to happen. But it's going to be interesting to see if he plays, which I think he will if he's healthy. If he does stay in San Antonio, I think he still will play. I don't think he's going to be happy, though.
No.
And San Antonio is going to be kind of in a weird position. Tony Parker is going to play for the Hornets, and everyone else is getting old. So and this is going to be the last couple of years of Coach Pop's career. We'll see how it plays out. I think the Los Angeles is the number one destination for Kawhi Leonard. Lakers, then Clippers. I don't think he wants to go to Clippers, but he doesn't want to play for Los Angeles.
He's by himself, and then
yeah. People saying he might go to Philadelphia. I don't really think that'd be a good decision on the 76ers.
Too many people.
Yeah, and I don't think he wants to stay, so that'd be kind of stupid. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's still kind of early. My prediction is going to go with Los Angeles. If either way, he's going to go with Los Angeles. He's going to go play for the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't know. I just don't really see another team that matches up with him well. Him and LeBron, man, be a nasty combo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, really, I wouldn't say that's the only place, but that's pretty much the it's head over the heels on the other decisions. Cause yeah, I don't see. I mean, yeah, he can go to Clippers, but he's gonna be by himself, so I don't think he wants to do that. I think Philly would be just too much. There's too many people going to be wanting the ball and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, Joel is just almost a big point guard.
Yeah.
Because he handles the ball quite well for a big man. So.
Yeah. And Ben Simmons does.
Yeah, so that'd just be too much for him. So I think the best fit would be LA, and that'd be great seeing him play with LeBron. That'd be a nasty combo. Plus, that's another player that adds a defensive force that they can have, because I think they're really good at defense. They're getting really good at defense. These players are adding. So they have Kawhi, man. It's just a whole nother ball game of defense that
that'd be crazy.
Right. So yeah, man. I think that's the best place for him to go. Yeah, man. Just the Spurs are old, and I don't think he just wants to be there. So it sucks. I love Pop to death. He's one of my favorite head coaches in the NBA, but it's time for him to move on and go somewhere else.
Paul George will be the next person we're going to talk about. He's decided to play with and stay with the OKC Thunder. Ryan, you don't want to take this one off?
Yeah, man. I'm super excited that he stayed. I was on the fence. I didn't know if he was going to or not. I figured maybe he, because him and LeBron actually posted a photo of each other having a conversation and everything. So I definitely thought maybe he was going to go to LA and go play with LeBron, but. Surprise, surprise, they had a little concert actually, and crazy, Russell brought out Nas for a show out here in Oklahoma, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, he announced that he was staying at that show, and man, that just, I was actually on vacation at the lake when it was all going down, and I was going crazy at the lake, man, because I was so excited, because I didn't think he was staying. So 4-year deal, man, and that's the other thing. I figured tops he would get a 2-year deal, but nah, man, he's staying there for 4 years. So I'm super excited, man. That just means he wants to try to work this out and make it happen with Russ, and that just makes me feel better too, because Russ, man, I think them two together gel pretty well. So, and yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm super excited for this coming up season.
You pretty much covered everything I was going to say. Yeah, if they can gel in the playoffs and Paul George can step up and not be George Paul in playoffs, and Thunder gonna have a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least is gonna be Boogie Cousins going to the Golden State Warriors. I'm a Warriors fan, so partly I like it because my team's gonna win a championship again.
Most likely.
Most likely.
Unless something bad happens.
Yeah, but. As a fan and as an analyst, I do not like it at all. I think it's terrible. I really didn't like the KD, him going to Golden State in the first place. But I understood it because we value rings so much, especially in the media and just the NBA talk in general. So if he wasn't going to ever win a ring, he's going to be a punk like Chuck, so I get it. But I didn't like it, and I really don't like this situation. I still get it. I mean, Boogie's going to be Hall of Famer very likely, but if he didn't have a ring, he's just going to be another Chuck. So, you know, man, Ryan and I were talking about this earlier, that a lot of these players are going to be just getting on super teams and trying to get rings, and it's going to kind of taint the NBA for our generation. But we kind of argue about this, but, you know, think about it, in 50 years from now, people are not going to really remember all this stuff. They're just going to say, oh, KD won 5 championships. Boogie Cousins won 1 championship. Oh, crap, that's crazy. So I don't think it's going to matter in the long run. I think it's just the legacy is going to be they got rings, and how they got rings is not going to be as important in, like, way in the future. But for our generation and probably the new generation after that, we're going to really kind of look side-eye at that.
Yeah, and now I think about it, I mean, I can't necessarily disagree with you because I really don't know how the sports in in the future, way past ours is going to be like. So I don't know, man. I mean, who knows if any of the sports are going to be the same anymore. So I mean, yeah. And I'm in the same boat, man. I just don't like it. It's you're just taking away from other NBA teams getting these players that actually need them. Like a Boogie Cousins and a KD. Like I was telling them yesterday, the Bulls really need some players. The Knicks, they really need some players. There's countless other teams that need these players. Possibly even Phoenix. We don't know how their young talent's gonna play. I think Booker's gonna be great, but the other talent around him, I don't know how well they're gonna play. So, the Suns probably need some help. There's a lot of teams that need help, and you just got this one team that has literally 5 All-Stars on the starting position. So
Yeah.
it does. It takes away from other teams that need those players for those positions to even compete for anything.
Yeah.
So
We need to go to break right quick, right before the camera goes off. So we'll be right back.